is Sydney Gillen, 6-time figure Olympia champion. And I had a great question. I clearly love my Evogen products. I've been taking Evogen for a few years now, especially through my last few Olympia wins. It's always been a bathing product that I started using when my coach put me onto it, and I've loved it ever since. And it's brought me a lot of great quality, just recovery, and just allowing my body to get to another level through proper supplementation. So people always ask, like, why supplements? Okay, the key thing is when you're pushing your body to extremes, whether that's just kind of running more, staying up more, and even the food that's been removed, the vitamins that have been removed from our food sources, you have to then supplement. So when people who sweat more, things like that, you have to replenish those things, because if you're working more than the average person, you need those minerals to be replenished. Otherwise, it's going to cause issues in your everyday life. So that's why supplementation is very important to me. So I'm going to run y'all through all the Evogen supplements I take and why. Okay, so when I get up in the morning, I start my day off with my probiotic DR30, okay, and then my Evozyme. Okay, well, it's not gonna, there you go. All right, I take both of these together. I do 1 pill each in the morning on an empty stomach. The purpose of my probiotic is to make sure that I have the good bacteria in my gut, and that's gonna help me break down the food that I'm eating and taking in, and actually making sure that I'm retrieving those nutrients versus it just kind of being kind of a free-for-all and the food just goes in and goes back out. It's a good thing to people have to realize that there is good bacteria in your gut, and sometimes it gets depleted from years of dieting, hormone issues, medicines, antibiotics, different things like that can deplete your bacteria, good bacteria in your gut. So this is going to be the key thing of just really making sure it's maximizing everything. And of course, everybody should know by now that it's important to have good gut health, regardless of the nutrients and everything like that. It's just to fight different diseases. A lot of things, inflammation in the gut causes diseases in general. So you can do your research on that, but I make sure that I'm really stocking up and making sure that I'm able to fight whatever comes my way and digest whatever I want to digest and make sure it's actually working for me. Now, the Evozyme is also for digestion, absorption, and utilization. So it's breaking down the foods that I'm eating, those proteins, those fats, those carbs, and making sure that they're actually processing through my system. So this is my base. This is my everyday staple to keep it moving through my base. That's kind of how I view that. So that's every single morning on an empty stomach. I'll drink about half a cup of, probably like a full cup, like this much, of water with those two. All right, then I go and eat my breakfast. After I eat my breakfast, I take a multivitamin every single day. I take my EvoVite. All right, you take the top off. 2 will be all you need. I take those babies right after breakfast to make sure I'm getting all of my magnesium, my zinc, my selenium, all of those nutrients that I deplete daily because I work so much and work out so much. And then sometimes, like I said, it's just not in our food. So it's giving us the extra push you need to make sure you're getting all the nutrients you need. And whatever you don't need, you tend to piss out. So there's that. All right, now, as I go through my day, then I take my Evozyme with every single meal that's of substance. Like I wouldn't take it with my Isoject because that's already pre-digested. It's ready to go, so I don't need that help with my enzymes. So I make sure that I am ready to go in terms of that. Now, another option too with the EvoVite, there's a powder version too, which I love, okay? So it's for people who don't want to take pills. Say you take 80 pills a day. You don't want to take another pill. You don't have to. I take this, throw it in. I try to get my water like this much, shake it up, and it tastes just like orange juice. And then another thing, if you mix this with your AminoJect, those who are on a diet and you're missing like orange juice and those type of vibes, these babies together, I tried them on my food festival. Excellent. All right, that leads me to this, workout time. Now, when I'm going to work out, 2 things. I make sure I mix my Amino K.E.M. This is my second favorite flavor. The pink rosé is my absolute favorite. Okay, so this one is the Smash and Passion Orange, Amino K.E.M. And that's to make sure that I'm getting my nitric oxide into my body. I'm getting the recovery from my body. I'm getting the hydration matrix that's in here to make sure that while I'm outputting, this is inputting into my muscles and making sure that I'm getting the most bang for my buck. Now, in prep, my coach will have me take EVP 3D. Now, I've taken the extreme as well, but generally when I'm in prep, I'm taking my Lipocide and my Carnigen too, and you're not supposed to take caffeine with caffeine, because it's for me, especially because I don't take caffeine year round, unless I'm in prep, that would overstimulate me. And then when you're overstimulated, you take too much caffeine, it tends to make you hold water, things like that. So this one is one of my favorites. It's our new flavor, okay? So this one is kind of coffee flavor. So this one is the caramel frappa. We have a mocha one too. But the EVP 3D is different than extreme because it does not have caffeine. So you will still have the same amazing effects. You just won't have the extra caffeine to give you that extra bump of energy. Okay, so this is really great for the people who are working at night times, or you just want to mix it in with your glutamine. Let's say you have that, you want to mix it in, you're able to do that with this product without having the rush of a stimulant if you don't like it. But it tastes like coffee. Get it, try it. Code SID, CYD. All right, moving on. So those are going to be my workout stuff. Like I said, I take my EVP 3D when my coach tells me to. I do not take it every day because I don't always have issues with pumps or anything like that. But say I do and I'm feeling a little flat, like when we're in prep, I will take EVP 3D and I'll mix it with my AQ so that way I'm able to get a really, really good pump and really keep that muscle full and just kind of have that look, that 3D look that is Evogen. Okay, now, all right, we're already through the day. We're going towards the end of the day. So when I mix my Amino K.E.M, I like mine to be a little bit of a softer flavor because it has one thing about Evogen, the flavors be popping. They be just chef's kiss. Okay. But with that being said, I like it a little bit watered down for me. So I'll mix my Amino K.E.M into half a gallon of water and the flavor is still given. It just gives exactly what it needs to do. Now, that's half a gallon with that. Then I do my another half a gallon by itself. Once that's done, and towards the end of the day, I will mix my AminoJect and I'll do 4 bags of tea with that. So that's generally the only caffeine I have in the improvement season. It's not really enough to really feel, so I don't really count it. But I'll do black tea or green tea. And the reason most people ask me, like, why are you mixing tea? So a long time ago, I did a lot of research on different cultures, like Japanese cultures, and why they're able to stay so healthy, stay so long, and fight all these different diseases. But a lot of it came from, I don't know if I'm saying this right, catechins? Whatever, but in the tea. So I made sure that I'm always drinking your oolong teas and different teas like that that are really helping to kind of make sure that you don't have any free radicals going around the body. It has a lot of antioxidants, so I mix that on top of my AminoJect just for overall wellness. And I do that every single day too, in another half gallon. So, my absolute favorite, okay? This is the blueberry muffin. It is the best. It's always sold out. So I made sure to stack up on this baby. My second favorite is strawberry. Love it. And then lemon pound cake is my third favorite, but that one's also sold out now too. But when they get back in stock, y'all better cop both of those. So I use this as my last meal every single day, year round. I will keep protein in all through prep as well. Because this one, since Evogen's products are so clean and already like digested, it doesn't bother my system. Like some people, they have to get off protein because it's bothering their system at A, B, C, and D. I don't have to do that with this company and this brand. So that's been super helpful and it keeps the flavor in there. So for those of you who followed before, I'll use this to make my protein ice cream, and sometimes I make a protein porridge. Just depends on kind of what I'm feeling. Now the porridge is just oatmeal, mix 1 scoop in, swirl that around, and then add my almond butter on top of that. But it's when I'm feeling like more warm versus wanting something to be cold. So that's protein. Finish that bad boy off. Ice cream, porridge, either one, every day. Now, one of my ultimate favorites, Evolog. I take this every single Saturday that I have a cheat meal, and the purpose is to make sure that the muscle is retrieving all the food that I'm eating versus the fats and the carbs going to my bloodstream, and shuttles those carbs into my muscles, and it makes me feel extremely replenished the next day, and I don't feel depleted. And I feel like all the week's worth of work has helped me kind of just replenish everything, and I'm ready to rock and roll and go. Now with this one, I notice it the most because when I eat the amounts that I eat, I can feel my heart start pounding way more because I was taking in so many carbs, and clearly it was going straight to my bloodstream. When I take this, I don't feel a thing. My heart rate doesn't change. I don't feel stressed. Like I can read stress on my watch. It doesn't act the same. So that's one of the key reasons I take that product, is to make sure that I'm shuttling the food into the right places and not making sure that I'm spiking my insulin, which of course will then spike my fat levels. So I want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to make sure I'm still able to eat and still make sure the food is going to where we want it to go, so that it's more beneficial than harmful for the next prep. All right, hope that helps. Get your products, Evogen, code CYD, and I'm out.